When you gaze up at the starry sky and look toward the location of Kepler-22b in the tranquil constellation of Lyra near Vega, what you see is not its present reality, but rather an ancient message of light it sent out 600 years ago. This planet, hailed as the perfect mirror image in the universe, is about 640 light-years away from us. This number is not only an endless void stretched across the scale of the cosmos, but also a suffocating barrier of time. This means that every glimmer of light and every piece of data our most advanced telescopes capture about it is nothing more than an echo from its distant past, dating back to the Hongwu era of the Ming dynasty. We excitedly analyze its medieval appearance and have even cheered for its perfection. It orbits a sun-like star. It moves steadily within that coveted habitable zone, basking in gentle sunlight and enjoying suitable temperatures. Everything points to an exciting possibility. Oceans of liquid water might be surging across that distant world. However, this initial excitement is quickly replaced by a meaning that cuts to the bone. Scientists hold the data in their hands, yet no one dares to celebrate, because they have discovered a fatal detail. This planet's mass is 2.4 times that of Earth. This means that if a person weighing 60 kilograms, about 120 jin, were to set foot on its surface, they would instantly be crushed by nearly 150 kilograms, about 300 jin, of pressure. Your heart would need to beat with 3 times the force, and every step you take would feel as if you were staggering forward with the weight of an adult on your back. It wouldn't take long before all the bones in your body would begin to collapse under the unbearable weight. This terrifying gravity, enough to snuff out carbon-based life on the surface, is not even the main reason astronomers are losing sleep at night. What truly makes them feel unsettled to their core is the way Kepler-22b exists in complete defiance of the fundamental laws of the universe. According to all reliable theories of planetary formation, any rocky body, once its mass grows to this scale, will trigger an irreversible process, causing it to begin voraciously devouring the hydrogen and helium in the surrounding nebula like a cosmic beast. Its volume expands rapidly, and it inevitably evolves into a gas giant like Jupiter. This is an indisputable law in galactic evolution, and no exceptions have ever been found, until Kepler-22b. It became the first exception, stopping just before crossing the critical threshold and transforming into a gaseous monster. It stopped abruptly without any warning, like someone in the middle of a meal suddenly and resolutely putting down their chopsticks. Frozen forever, it cleverly yet unnaturally got stuck in a theoretical forbidden zone known as the Fulton Gap. A dead zone where, according to all models, no planet should be able to stably exist. What's even more unsettling is that it wasn't barely wedged at the edge, but rather positioned with an astonishing precision, with an error margin of less than 3%. It was right on the boundary line. This is nothing like a random outcome of natural evolution. It's more as if someone was using a universe-level calibration device. It was carefully placed in a position calculated with precision. This is like an engineering marvel, an ecosphere that has been deliberately fine-tuned. And when you connect these two terrifying mysteries, its existence in defiance of physics and its distance of 640 light-years, a more chilling picture slowly emerges. There is a full 640-year time gap between us and its civilization. Just imagine what a technological explosion over 640 years would mean, from the cold weapons and agrarian civilization of the Ming dynasty to our present-day quantum computing and artificial intelligence. So what about the Kepler-R2b civilization, which has developed for at least 640 years longer than we have? The way they view us in 2024 might be like how we see a primitive tribe holding spears and gazing up at sailing warships. They may have already known about our existence. 640 years ago, when they looked toward Earth, what they captured was the turmoil and flames of war at the end of the Yuan and the beginning of the Ming dynasty. A planet filled with signals of war and survival of the fittest, for a civilization whose technology far surpasses our imagination, and who has observed all of this. Earth may have long since marked us as an unstable world that needs to be managed, studied, or even cleansed. The force that can precisely set a planet's mass at the edge of habitability, the godlike technology capable of rewriting the irregularities of the cosmic order, its possessor. How would they view us, their belated immature neighbor who keeps repeating cycles of conflict and destruction throughout history? In December 2011, NASA held a press conference with an unusually tense atmosphere for this very reason. When a reporter eagerly asked whether this meant we had discovered a second Earth, the project leader, William Barucki, fell into a 10-second-long, breathless silence. Finally, he looked up and broke the stillness with a sentence that sent chills down everyone's spine. What we may have discovered is not a planet, but the coordinates of an ancient civilization beyond our understanding. In the dark forest of the universe, the one who is first clearly located often faces an unknown fate. We thought we were searching for a new home. Little did we know that we might very well be reading an invasion notice sent 600 years ago, decoding a civilization beacon deliberately placed in the universe. The signal was sent long ago, and the journey may have already begun. Standing between us and them is no longer the insurmountable 640 light-years of distance, but something far more despairing. A 640-year gap in civilization. When we first looked up and called out to it, those eyes from the ancient future may have already been watching us for 6 whole centuries. What we discovered was not hope, but a mirror reflecting our own insignificance and primitiveness, as well as a silent countdown to the universe's depth and danger.